Morning. How we doing? It's Tuesday the 13th of Augustus, and we've been cutting wheat. So the spring barley is all done, apart from a little bit round a field up the road on a headland. We've been cutting wheat over farm 2. We have cut 1, 2, 3 fields of wheat, and half of the second one, so we've got 70 acre over farm 2. So I think we've got 25 acre left to cut, so we ain't doing too bad. Not in 2 days anyway, not of this little beast. Dad's gone spraying the potatoes this morning. We just filled up farm 2's sheds last night. We got done at about 20 past 10, and I've moved the elevator back as well. So we had a good day yesterday. It was hot, it was 34 degrees, 35 degrees, and we leaf blowed down the engine bay a couple of times. I'm just going to check the engine oil before I move this out, because I've got to put the elevator in this shed. So now farm 2 is filled up. We are going to, well, the grain store's filled up. We've got another empty shed over there, but we're going to use that for oats. Now farm 2's filled up with wheat. I am then going to haul the wheat that's left, the last 20 some odd acre, into that shed. So that's why I'm going to put the elevator in there today, and then the rest of the winter wheat is back over here. So I've got my 26 acre to fit in there, a 7 acre field, and then a 25 or 27 acre field back over here. So it's all round here, so we're going to put it in this shed. Makes sense. The dryer is also full up with barley, because we need to grease that top bearing, so it's easier to do it while it's full. And we just haven't had time to dry any barley recently. Plus it was hot the last couple of days. We don't really want to run the old 640, all the dust and everything while it's red hot. Right, let's move this out, start this beast up, move it out of the way. If I get time, I'll start blowing it down with the leaf blower before Dad gets back. Ain't I good, hey? I did say if I get time. Bit of a tight squeeze in here. I don't know where, if we ever had a new combine, we'd have to build another shed to put it in. A lot of people were cutting yesterday because it was such a nice day, and a few people even packed up early because it got too hot. Let's turn Dad's absolute 80s down. He's well happy. We put was it last year or the year? I think it was last year. We put a DAB radio in here for him. Well happy. bit of combining done for the year. Righto, so combine blown down. Dad's just leaving the yard now. We've literally just had a bit of dinner, early dinner, and it's 11 o'clock now. I've got the elevator in here. Just need to have a sweep up as I'm filling the shed. This is a bit of old wheat that I tipped out of a trailer. There's nothing wrong with it, it's absolutely fine, but then I'll just elevate it and mix the new wheat freshly in. I've got to bring the elevator forward a bit so it's right at the back. But everything in this shed will need to be sold anyway, so we'll load this shed up and sell it out pretty much straight away, because we like to put potatoes in this shed. We put straw around the outside. You've seen it on the previous videos. We don't gas the potatoes. This shed's never had gas, so anyone gets emotional if, oh, you can't put corn in where you put potatoes. What you can do, it's just if you gas it. So we don't tend to gas them, that's why we grow Sagitta. I'll plug this in, get this all sorted, and then we'll head on to the other farm and see how we get on today. Here we are. Now then, these two fields, this one here, and there's one just across the road over there. These are wheat after wheat. Normally, we ain't really got the land for it, but we tried it. And it ain't coming off too bad. I'll tell you what, 3 ton, 3.5 ton, 3.5 ton an acre probably. We don't know yet till we get it on a lorry, but it's not doing less than 3 ton. And yeah, there's a fair bit of straw as well behind a 15 foot combine, so you know it ain't too bad. But yeah, Dad's pleased with it, we're pleased with it. Bit of rubbish in the fields though. I'm not pleased with the chemicals and the sprays. There's a bit of patch of green in the field for some random reason. Like odd patches in this field and that other field. Well, as soon as you drill them, and then through the winter, when it's about that high, there's patches in there where you think, oh, it needs some manganese. Go and chuck some manganese on, and it's still yellow. And that's where it's thinner, and that's where the weeds are come. So Dad was on about some sort of seed that you can get a manganese coated seeds treatment or something like that. It costs a fair bit to put on the seed, but we'll wonder if we might try it. This is coming oats next, I believe. That other field, we're sort of blocking this farm. So most of it was wheat this year and spring barley, and then it'll be oats and spring barley, and then it'll become wheat, and probably still spring barley on some fields. You can see the ground's all cracked. Look, again, doing a bit of natural subsoiling, I suppose. But we're going to still go through everything with a subsoiler. It's had that much rain, the soil's been through such a lot through the winter. It's not good for its mental health, the soil's mental health. We've got some wheelings. They all need busting up. This headland always lays wet, and it weren't the best bit of wheat off this headland. Normally it don't come. It's a funny sort of soil. Like yeah, struggle. It's solid, even if you subsoil it. and you know, we ploughed it. We ploughed it one night. Dad went ploughing one night. We bagged 25 tonne of potatoes up and decided to go ploughing one night, and then I said, oh, I may as well power harrow it, and I got it done at probably 1:30, 2 in the morning. And the next day we drilled it, and we didn't have a better opportunity to do it because I come straight out on this road with clean tyres, drilling winter wheat. Yeah, you wouldn't have thought that. Just outstanding in my field. Now then, we got done over at farm 2. I set the camera down for a couple of hours while we got done, and we moved back over here. So that's all cut spring barley. All we have is spring barley and wheat. We sort of block it so we can move to field easy, and storage is easy over there as well. So, but yeah, back on over at Dad's now, and this is some wheat, Xelium again after the oats, and yeah, it's coming off well. It's coming off nice. We just had tea, had a tailgate tea. Mum brought the pickup down, and yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? What is the time? Well, it's 6:30, so happy days. We'll see how long we can keep going before it gets a bit damp. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, the darker bits and the lighter bits. Now, does anyone remember when I put a video up about the fertiliser spreader breaking? Well, that's what them lighter bits and dark bits are. Averaging 3 to 3.5 tonne an acre, and Dad can tell that just from experience and driving the combine, and you can see the crop coming in, and he knows what we're getting. But well, we're going to unload in a minute now. Shades on. Okay, so I've pretty much skipped.
Let's put the pizzas in now.
1 minute, this is important. Yeah, put the pizzas in.
We nearly got this field finished. But you can stop at the yard on the way through then. Yeah, that's what I thought, if you want.
Just talking about tea time. The most important part about harvest. Organising the food. Mother is brilliant at. Anyway, I've sort of skipped the whole, well, morning, afternoon jobby because I was dodging about doing jobs, unloading trailers, we've set the irrigator off, stuff like that. Yeah, we're still irrigating, their potatoes are dry still, so we're just chucking some water on still. But we nearly got this field done, as you probably heard, Dad, so this is, what, 25 acre. Nearly got this done. And then we're going to have some tea and move to another field. Somebody messaged me the other day and said, aren't you nearly done yet? Well, no, we're not. We managed to get drilled a lot of winter wheat, considering the conditions and just how we crop things. We've managed to get on, and I mean, we plough everything as well. We didn't plough for some fields of winter barley, but we ploughed for most of the winter wheat. And so we've got like my 25 acre left to do, a little 5 acre field, and then this little bit in this little field here. And then we've got 62 acre of oats to cut. And then we've got 60 acre of beans. I'm hoping to spray the beans off at the weekend. It is what day is it? Wednesday today. So hoping to spray the beans off at the weekend because they've died a hell of a lot with this sun we've had the last couple of days. So I've just sold today as well 2 load of winter wheat forward for September. So next month, start of September, I've sold that. I sold my beans forward, good job I did, because they've gone down in price. So I sold them forward months ago, 2 lorry load anyway. I should get more than 2 lorry load, I hope, off 60 acre. Otherwise it's a very poor crop. And yeah, we're just chewing away. We're chewing away, we're nibbling away with a little TX62. Perla. Anyone in the bathroom? Just can't be too careful these days and where you go for a toilet, because you'll end up going in the wrong one, because there's so many icons to choose from now when you go to the toilet. It's confusing. Anyway, we're going to crack on, get this field done, move to another one, and keep going. But thank you very much for watching this little video. Well, I say little video, I said the other time it was 20 some odd minutes long, but I'll see how long it is by the time I put the drone footage in and everything else, choose some music that's not copyright, and go from there. But hit the like, hit subscribe if you wanna, if you don't, yeah, thank you for watching. I'm not really bothered, but yeah, if you've made it this far, happy days. And I've got some of the best subscribers anyway. Some of the comments are fantastic and I'll get round to replying them. But yeah, appreciate the support, and as I always say, proper farming is proper farming. That's what it is. None of this Nancy Pansy stuff. It is what it is. See you later. Ta.